I'm Maruno, and the focus of today's video is going to be on the me versus them mentality and unconditional love. So as it stands right now in our society, it seems like people are using an enormous amount of energy towards creating divisions between themselves and other people. It's kind of like a human need. It's like a human basic desire to fit within some kind of category. So humans are obsessed with groupthink, with in-group versus out-group. We're obsessed with things like our race. We think our race is something that's super important that we need to really identify with and use the momentum of our race as some sort of attribute on our own experience. Things like politics, for example, is another way that people are using, is another thing that people are using to divide each other from each other. Some people believe everyone should have guns. Some people believe we should ban guns. And those people end up clashing with each other. Same thing with just sex in general. Some people, believe in a creative type of sexuality, and others believe in like a more of a traditional type of sexuality. And in general, this in-group versus out-group, me versus them mentality can only be relieved through inner work. It really takes the person, instead of focusing their energy outward towards someone else and conflicting with them, it takes the person, the individual, to focus their energy back on themselves and realize that what I believe is what I believe. Other people necessarily will believe other things. There's no possible way that what I believe is gonna be what everyone else believes. Why use and contribute an enormous amount of life energy towards trying to convince someone or bully someone, fight someone to come over to my side of thinking? If I am a Christian, why am I using my energy to convince someone, reprimand someone, argue with someone that they should come to my side? Understand that, for one thing, what you believe rests on the back of what everyone else believes. So if you believe one thing, the reason that you believe one thing is because there are other people with beliefs contrary to that idea. I only know if I support guns or not if there's other people who don't support guns. These ideas rest on the back of each other. There's nothing to fight. There's nothing to fight about. Understand that people are allowed to be stupid. If you understand that, like, if someone has a belief that is super duper contrary to yours, to the point that you would deem that to be stupid, understand that people are allowed to be stupid, because after all, how would you know that you're smart unless there was other stupid people? But going along with the stupidity example, understand that every human being is stupid and smart at the same time. Understand that no human thinks that what they believe is the wrong thing. Every single human believes that what they believe is the right thing. So to that person's self, they believe they are right about whatever it is they believe. And understand that when that person points to you as the person who is wrong, understand that that is a truth for them. Understand that when you have a belief, when you have whatever belief you have, and you call yourself smart for that, and that it's the truth, and then you point to someone else and say, hey, that person's stupid, what they believe is false, understand that that's a truth for you. So how is it possible that those two truths are in conflict with each other? Understand that you are right and wrong at the same time. It is true to that other person that you're wrong about what they feel right about. And understand that is a truth for you that another person is wrong about what you feel right about. And realize that it's not right versus wrong. rightness and wrongness exists along a spectrum. So there's someone that you would agree with 100%, there's someone that you would agree with 0%, and then all in between the middle, there's people that you kind of halfway agree with, some people that maybe are agnostic to whatever situation that you're talking about, so they kind of fall right in the middle. And understand that there is no such thing as me versus them. Understand that the situation that you are as a being in this universe, understand that the situation that you are is the universe. You are not a being in this universe. Understand that what's happening here is all the energy of truth. It's all the energy of the universe. And the same exact energy that is powering you is the same exact energy that is powering all the other people that you believe to be wrong. So at the end of the day, although you may not understand on a personal level why everything is the way it is, understand that it is happening in its course. It's happening in its way that it's unfolding in its way that it needs to happen. Understand that everyone does not have access to the same information that you have. Everyone's intuition is their own unique intuition. So I may hear some information and it resonates with my intuition. So now I take that on as a new part of my life. Whereas someone else may hear the same exact information and reject that information, and it is purely intuitional. So when it really comes down to who's stupid, who's right, who's wrong, who's the judge? Understand that if you're the judge, are you the judge? Because if you're the judge, who's the judge of the judge? Like, how am I, if you think I'm wrong about something, why should I take your word for it? For what? Just because you believe that you're smart and that you're right? Like, why should anyone else take on what you believe? When we can understand that everyone here is on their own path, everyone is on their own journey, everyone has their own intuition. The things that other people feel called to do are not going to be the same things that you are called to do. That would be very, very strange. Imagine a world where everyone is a carbon copy of each other and everyone is just all doing the same thing. You might as well just, what would even be the point of having friends? What would even be the point of talking to someone else? Because you would just be like, talking to someone else is just like talking to yourself. Why have more than one friend when you know that friend A is going to be the exact same as friend B, because everyone is all in agreement. There's no longer any sort of diversity. There's no room for any creativity. Anything that person A would create is the same thing person B would create, because everyone's mind is all exactly a carbon copy of each other. But the diversity about this universe, about this situation, is the beauty of the situation. The diversity is the beauty. And we can also understand that our diversity is our unity. The fact that every single individual is unique means that every single individual has their own potential, but is also not unique in the sense that everyone is unique. If everyone is beautiful, therefore everyone is not beautiful. So these things we give incredible meaning to, like, I'm right, I'm wrong, or I'm right, they're wrong, I'm smart, they're stupid, I'm pretty, they're ugly. We give incredible meaning to these things without realizing that there is no truth to any of these. There's no real grounded truth to any of these claims. It's always based on the subject, and subjects have different ideas. And I think on a larger scale, peace, if we want peace out of this situation and we want to truly overcome the me versus them, we want to overcome all of these conflicts, we have to realize that love is found within. There is nowhere you can go to find love or get love. The being itself should be focused on the love within itself, because that's where it comes from. Otherwise, if it's either the love that you have is unconditional, or you end up picking arbitrary things to direct your love to. But when you do that, when you pick one thing to love over another thing, you're excluding a huge untapped portion of the universe. You are, in a way, limiting yourself when the being that you are is unlimited. You are limitless potential. You are limitless creativity. Quite literally, the flow of the universe, the energy of God is flowing through you, and it is spontaneous. So understand that the energy that is flowing with you is spontaneous. The energy that is flowing with the rest of the universe is also spontaneous. It is also creative. It is also worth appreciating. We can appreciate each other's differences without attacking each other for our differences. And when the being understands that the love is within themselves, what will happen is that being will see the love within, and then that will be reflected without. So every single thing that you see, you can see with loving eyes rather than dividing eyes. Oh, that thing is over there is good. That thing over there is bad. You know, that person over there is right. That person over there is wrong. And understand, when we understand that collectively, the only way towards world peace is through individual peace, because the world is built by individuals. We can't ignore that. It's a dynamic situation where the individual is the collective and the collective is the individual, all wrapped together. So recognizing this, we can see that the power is always with us. You can choose in this life how you decide to perceive things, and rather than placing limits on yourself, when you decide, I will love this thing, I'll accept this thing, but not these other things, you are placing a limit on your infinite love that's within you. You're placing a limit on a situation that is limitless. You end up identifying, instead of with your cage that you've put yourself in, I'm boxed in here. I have these certain beliefs. I like guns. I like women because I'm a man and I'm straight. I like these foods over other foods. I like, I like this type of activity in general over this other type of activity in general, and those are the right things. And anyone who doesn't like my activity, they suck. Anyone who loves my activities, that's my group that I identify with. But why would you limit that? Why would you limit yourself to one group? Why would you suppress your potential of creativity? The more diversity you allow within yourself, the more of a the more accurate of an expression of yourself that you can truly be. This all is about unlocking the potential that's within you. And in order to unlock the potential within you, that's up to you to release yourself from the cage that you're putting yourself in. So realize that peace is within you at all times. Peace is not something that you can go get from someone else or from a different situation. You can't find peace growing on a tree. The peace is always within you, and you just have to realize, and you just have to not get in its way. The peace is within you, and you need to just allow it to be as it is. Don't get in its way. Don't place limits on it. And you'll find that your life all the way through can be one of peace, love, harmony, not in a hippy dippy way, but just in a truly understanding, in a truly tapped in kind of way, where you're tapped in with the energy of this universe. The energy of this universe does not judge. The energy of this universe is just true. On a personal, subjective level, you can pick things in and out. You can pick things that you want to accept and things that you don't want to accept. But the truth is that the energy is just vibing. It's just doing what it's doing, and you can choose to flow along with it, or you can resist it. But I guess that's about all that I wanted to say on this video. So understand that peace and love are within you, and you just need to not get in its way. So I hope this helps, and have a nice life.